First Om is for the individual. Second Om is for the group. Third Om is for the Supreme Self. For each Om, we shall take a deep breath while exhaling, chant Om, and after chanting Om, just listen to it for 1 second or 2 seconds. Then take a deep breath and again chant Om. We shall chant Om now. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Hrim Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome you all. Love you all. We are going to have a great session today. It is very auspicious day, being full moon day. And also it is very special day for me, as is the birthday of my father, who is my guru, philosopher, guide, and everything to me. So, whatever the programs I start, the major programs, I always start on this day, in respect to or in honor of my father. So we shall start this session with a prayer. Please close your eyes. With deep love, listen to this and try to absorb these vibrations and try to sink in these vibrations. May the light in me be the light before me. May I learn to see it in all. May the sound I utter reveal the light in me. May I listen to it while others speak. May the silence in and around me present itself, the silence which we break every moment. May it fill the darkness of noise we do and convert it into the light of our background. Let virtue be the strength of my intelligence. Let realization be my attainment. Let my purpose shape into the purpose of our earth. Let my plan be an epitome of the divine plan. May we speak the silence without breaking it. May we live in the awareness of the background. May we transact light in terms of joy. May we be worthy to find place in the eternal kingdom. Enjoy that silence. Absorb these vibrations. Let them sink in completely. Continue the silence within. We shall chant the prayer of the year. Continue to close your eyes. Try to be in silence. Bliss is in giving and not taking. Sun gives life, he is man. Moon receives, she is woman. Moon has phases of waxing and waning. You may open your eyes now. There is a ancient most concept called prana treat, yoga teach. This is followed by many masters and teachers of wisdom. So why they call it as prana treat and yoga teach? The reason is every problem that arises in our physical system is nothing but lack of or deficiency of supply of prana. Don't get confused with the word prana with the words like breath, oxygen, like that. Prana is the life force without which we cannot exist on this planet. And prana is not merely a philosophical concept. It is in every sense a physical substance. Just as a radioactive or electromagnetic waves exist, even though we can't see them, in the same way, in this physical body, there are pranic waves and a pranic field. That pranic field, we call it as a pranamaya kosha. So, now each of us has a certain quantity of prana in our physical body. And we utilize this in the course of our day-to-day activities throughout life, even in sleep. When our prana diminishes, sickness sets in. And when we have plenty of prana, every part of this body is in perfect health. So if we have an excess of prana, it can be transmitted to others for healing or magnetism. That is the reason we should not attempt to heal others unless we have abundant pranic energy in our system. Without the prana, we cannot have a healthy body. So the secret of health is increasing the supply of prana. When I said prana treat, yoga teach, the ancient masters of wisdom, if anybody goes to them for the lack of health, they used to treat prana. That means they used to give a technique which can correct the pranic supply in the body so that the person gets good health. So the inner prana can be stimulated by the practice of pranayama and thereby increase to a greater quantum. Why do we need pranayama? Pranayama is nothing but regulation of the prana. It is not the controlling of prana. Instead, it is a regulation of prana. So there is a difference. The brain requires maximum prana. And for the practice of meditation, it needs an increased supply too. It is for this reason that we practice pranayama before commencing our meditation practices. The more deeper dimension we can witness if we have more prana circulation in our system. So if we are not able to supply plenty of prana to the brain, what will happen? The mind becomes very restless and disturbed. That is the reason when we sit in meditation, we are bombarded with many thoughts. Till the point of time we sit in meditation, we won't be having any thoughts. By the time we sit in meditation, we are bombarded with many thoughts. The reason is we have become restless. We didn't have plenty of prana. When we have a plenty of prana, mind becomes calm, quiet, tranquil. We experience the state of tranquility. So this is the main concept. So when the brain is receiving a deficient supply of prana, we suffer from nervous depression, nervous breakdowns, nervous disorders. Then the whole body perspires. There's a trembling in every organ. We can't stand, and our mind is unsteady, and our mind constantly thinking of negative thoughts, negative patterns, anxiety, depression sets in. We can't even sleep, and we don't want to talk or think. That means this state indicates that brain is only receiving very small quantity of prana. Okay, how do we increase the prana? You should not think just by practicing deep breathings, little pranayama, you can send a sufficient prana to the brain. So the process of supply and assimilation of this prana into the brain is a very complicated process. Because the brain is a subtle instrument and it can only be enriched by the subtle form of prana, not the gross form. Therefore, when you practice pranayama, you will have to convert the prana into subtle force. Very subtle force, then your brain can be activated. So deep breathing alone is not enough to stimulate the prana. By breathing deeply, you stimulate your respiratory system and the blood circulation happens. But if you could examine your brain, you see very minimal activity, and you can also observe that your brain is least affected. However, suppose if you practice pranayama with concentration, the brain waves undergo a significant change, and the limbic system also positively influenced. This is the pattern observed scientifically. Okay. Why we are doing meditation? Meditation has a significant behavior impact on the brain. We have a conscious and unconscious breathing. See, in our meditation, I always say, observe your breath, go deeper. Why do I say that? The brain can be split into two parts. One is the frontal brain and the back, that posterior brain. There are two parts of brain. The posterior brain is the instinctive brain which we have inherited through animal incarnations. It's an instinctive brain. It doesn't require, it's not controlled, it just goes by instincts. The frontal brain is the seat of total consciousness. When you breathe without awareness, see, normally in 24 hours, unless we do meditation, we are not conscious of our breathing at all. We are very much ignorant of our breathing patterns. We don't even care for them. You know what will happen? Whenever you breathe, it is registered in your posterior brain. But when you are aware that you are breathing and you are consciously witnessing the whole process, then it is registered by your conscious brain, that is your frontal brain. The difference seems to be very simple, but its effect is very great. Throughout the life, we breathe unconsciously, just like animals and children and most other people do, excepting for the few who have started practicing yoga and meditation. These people slowly start observing their breath, then giving the enough supply, enough activity into that frontal lobe, frontal brain. In every case, pranic flow is being registered in the posterior brain as if in a computer. The moment you become aware of your breathing and you begin to conduct and control the breath in a particular fashion, immediately a frontal brain registers that influence. This fact has been revealed scientifically and is led us to the following conclusion. What is that? Conscious breathing has an entirely different effect on the brain than unconscious breathing. Through unconscious breathing, we are definitely able to feed the whole body with prana, but we cannot supply the brain with sufficient prana for its evolution and growth. So, the best way to treat any disease, even brain-related diseases, is plenty of prana, supplying the plenty of prana. So, what we shall do is, we shall practice a technique, the pranayama technique. Okay? So, it is rejuvenating your brain. Basically, in order to change the brain with sufficient prana, you will have to practice pranayama with very systematically. Pranayama is not just a matter of breathing in and breathing out. Kumbhaka, the retention of breath, is the actual definition of pranayama. Remember this. Inhalation and exhalation is just a process. In all the ancient yoga texts, there are very good yoga texts, Hatha Yoga, Pradipika, Gheranda Samhita. There are very beautiful texts on yoga. Both forms of Kumbhaka are important. That means when we exhale, we hold it. When we inhale, after inhalation, we hold it. That is, holding is nothing but Kumbhaka, retention of breath. So, first when you have filled your lungs, you hold the breath inside. That is called Antar Kumbhaka. Secondly, when you exhale, empty your lungs, you hold the breath outside. It's called Bahya Kumbhaka. Both forms of Kumbhaka are important because they are so powerful that they can completely rejuvenate the whole brain. That is the reason I have given you the technique of 7 breathings, 7 rounds of breathing. Those who are following, they are really helping their brain. If you are not following, you can follow from today. There's nothing wrong. We are, everyone has forgetfulness. Don't worry about it. But now is the time. So we shall practice this pranayama 7 rounds. Inhale for 7 counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 according to your lung capacity. Hold for 7 counts. Exhale for 7 counts. Then hold for 7 counts. It's totally 28 counts. Like that, it is 1 round. Like that, we have to do 7 rounds. According to your lung capacity, you hold it. If you can't hold it, just breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then breathe out. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like each breathe in 7 counts, hold 7 counts, exhale 7 counts, and hold 7 counts. That is 1 round. We shall do it for 7 rounds. Take your time. We shall start. Holding Kumbhaka is very important. That is called pranayama. You are rejuvenating your brain. That is important. Then we can slowly slip into meditation after this. So, and your hands position should be thumb and index finger should be touched together, and all 3 fingers should be straight. And keep your hands on your lap. Thumb and index finger is a Gnana Mudra. Okay? Then you can start breathing in, hold, breathing out, hold. 7, 7, 7, 7. Now, continue to close your eyes in the same posture. We shall pray that Master Consciousness shall chant a prayer to grant us the plenty of prana for the better health, strength, lifespan. With deep love, listen to this prayer. This is a healing prayer. It's a special prayer. Master, please let us receive the influx of thy plenty of prana into our systems so that we may transcend death, disease, and decay. Realize the higher truth, the pure love, and the bliss of existence, and serve humanity according to thy plan. Namaskarams, Master. Anyone can say this prayer after lighting a candle, before going to bed, or any time you want it. The reason to say this prayer before going to bed is so that it works on your body during the night time. Because your prana is still active at that time. That is the reason that prana is called as Treta Agni. Because in the dream state, prana still exists. Only sensory organs are suspended. So prana and manas, that emotional heart, are still existing. But prana will be reduced to 3 pranas. Actually, we have a pancha prana. Prana, that is called mukhya prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. There are 5 pranas. But in the dream state, when we sleep, there are only 3 pranas active. That is called Treta Agni. That is the reason prana is called Treta Agni. 3. That means, what are the 3 functions of prana during sleep? One is, it keeps the body warm. If it is cold, that means we are dead, we are done. Sending energy to digestive system. That means digesting whatever we ate during the night. And breathing. It regulates that breathing, watches the breathing, make sure that breathing is proper. So these 3 things are the functions of prana during the dream state. So prana is always with us like a shadow. So the source for prana is sun. That is the reason I always say, go out, spend time in sun. The more time you spend time in sun, more healthier you become. Your cholesterol is converted into D vitamin. The people with cancer, the cancer cells can be converted into D vitamin. So, because the origination of the pranic supply is with the sun. So go out and spend time in sun. That is the reason I love sun, the sun rays. So let us do some meditation. Calmly sit. Start watching your breath. Now you understand why you should breathe. Why you should consciously observe your breath. The more conscious of your breath, more energetic your brain becomes. You will not exercise any brain diseases. As people become old, what will happen? They tend to get Alzheimer's, Parkinson's. Nowadays, it has become prevalent. Brain diseases because the brain activity is very less. There is no supply of prana. After coming of these gadgets, electronic gadgets, people are head down and always. So their spinal cord is not erect. Head is down. So there is no plenty of prana being supplied. When you sit erect, spinal cord straight, then only the pranic supply goes. You know the secret? I don't want to go deep into this concept. I'm coming out with a program called Breath Energy Awareness Meditation BEAM. In that, I discuss more of these topics. How Pingala Nadi, there are three nadis in our body, Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. Pingala is the one who holds this pranic energy, pranic supply. So, by activating Pingala, that is called Surya Nadi. See how it is significant. Our naming convention also signifies its importance, its functionality. So Pingala Nadi is also called as a Surya Nadi, right nostrils. So what they used to do is they used to breathe in and breathe out through right nostrils so that they can increase the pranic supply and then focus on the specific part of the body where the disease is there. They just mentally or through breathing, they focus that breath, prana into that part so that they can heal it. So it is called Prana Vidya. It's a special technique. It's an ancient technique. So that I will discuss all these aspects, deeper aspects. But for now, the conscious breathing helps your brain, frontal brain, to get activated. This is the concept. That is the reason we do more meditation. More time you spend watching your breath, more energetic your brain will be. Okay? So the pranayama that we did earlier will enhance the pranic supply and it will give the deeper experience. So cross your legs, clasp your hands, sit as straight as possible so that you can let the flow of prana, you can regulate that prana nicely. Close your eyes, no eyeball or eyelid movement, tongue touching the upper palate. Calmly watching your breath. There are two ways you can watch your breath. Before that, if anybody is wearing glasses, please remove the glasses. You should not wear the glasses during meditation. Watch inhalation and exhalation. Watch normal, natural, tranquil breath. Calmly watch. You can watch your breath either at the nostrils Inhalation and exhalation, warm air, cold air, you can observe that. Or else you can observe the diaphragm rising and falling. Whichever way is comfortable for you, you can do so. So cross your legs, fingers into fingers, clasp your hands, close your eyes, start watching your breath. During the course of meditation, don't open your eyes. That is the secret. That is the only important. Even if you feel pain in your legs, you can stretch and hold it back, but don't open your eyes. Some people don't even move their body. They sit like a rock. But comfortness is very important. Sthira Sukha Asanam. Sit quietly, observing natural flow of breath. Always with love. Love, love, love. As you focus on your breath, the breath becomes subtler and subtler. Brain can receive the subtler prana. You can activate only with subtler prana, not gross. Go deeper. Full focus and attention. If you are drifted away by thoughts, bring back your attention to your prana. Love, love, love. With more prana, you can overcome any crisis in your life and also can be a catalyst in global crisis to remove, to elevate global crisis. The more prana you have, you can help more people. Increase the supply of prana. That should be our purpose of life. O Master, let us receive the influx of thy plenty of prana into our systems, so that we may transcend death, disease, and decay, realize the higher truth, the pure love, and the bliss of existence. Keep on observing. Always try to keep a glass of water. Sip half glass of water before meditation, and after meditation you drink the other half of the glass. Try to practice it. Not now. Just calmly observe your breath. The more you observe, more prana to the brain. Love, 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 love. As we increase more prana, even after death, we can come back with divine karma, not past karma. And we can take the desired birth. We'll have a choice. If we want, we can take a birth. Otherwise, we need not. We can be in that pranic body forever. The main objective is to strengthen our pranic body, pranamaya kosha, pranic field. That is possible only with meditation, deep meditation. More meditation, more conscious breath, more prana, more strengthening. That is the life goal, life purpose that we are on this planet. We are very fortunate to know this meditation technique. More health. Prana is the root, physical health is the fruit. Namo Brahmane, Namaste Vayu, Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi, Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami. Oh Prana, I love you. Thank you. Grant me abundant supply of prana. Love, 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 love. Couple of more minutes. Focus, focus. More attention. deep love. Add devotion to it. Dirghakala, Nairantarya, Satkara, Asevita Drudabhumihi. You have to do it for a long periods of time. Nairantarya, regularly. Satkara, Asevita, with love and devotion, with respect. Drudabhumihi, make this commitment for your life. I want to improve the pranic supply, not only for this life, for the lifetimes to come, where you will have a choice. Strengthen your system. Surrender to that master consciousness. Namaskarams, Master. Morning 6 o'clock, evening 6 o'clock. Sit silently. It will take care of that pranic supply. Love, 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 love. When you enter your mother's womb, prana followed you as a shadow. And then divides itself into 5 pranas, pancha prana. Love, 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 love. One more minute. Mukhya prana works on sensory and brain. Apana, excretory, reproductory systems. Samana, digestive system. Vyana, circulatory system. Udana, this is the one which maintains the body. There's a process called pranotkramana. That means when the prana leaves, that body becomes cold. There's a special Vayu subprana called Devadatta that maintains that body when death happens. It is very great knowledge that masters have given. This is not my knowledge. I proclaim this is all the wisdom from the masters, great masters. They have given plenty of knowledge. We should be very grateful and thankful for them. Now with the devotion, love, take the blessings from the breath, the prana. Bless me, guide me, lead me. I am your child. Help me to grow. Victory from weaknesses. Give me strength, deep love, devotion, balanced mind, healthy growth, and all-round development. Love, 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 love. Teach me, train me in discipline. Grant me plenty of prana. Love, love, love. Now pray for the family members, relatives, and friends who are in need of help. Bless them, guide them, lead them. Grant them whatever you think best for them. Love, 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 love. Always with love. Surrender. Always pray for others. Serve others. Be the first one to give the unconditional love. Don't expect from anyone anything. Now we pray for universal well-being. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Bhavatu, bhavatu, bhavatu. Samastaloka sukhino bhavantu. Samastaloka sukhino bhavantu. Samastaloka sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Slowly rub your hands. Keep your hands on your eyes for few seconds. Don't open your eyes. If any part of the body requires healing, keep the hands on those parts. God will heal this body temple.